Hey guys, just thought I'd hop on today and do a bit of a channeling, bit of a light language activation, working with crystals, to support you in the current energies moving towards the full moon. I think it's on the 19th, and also into the 21/12, the solstice, on the 21st of December this month. So I'm just checking before we get going that you can hear me okay. Just please comment in the below, just so that I can see that you guys can access the energy and the sound okay before we start. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Lisa. So I guess So I guess the theme of golden has started to come into the collective consciousness again at this time of year, opening up the 12/12 portal, which was last week on the weekend. I once again was working with the, hey Raul, and I was once again working with the portals of above the solar plexus chakra of Mother Earth, the Uluru grid point, and this has been coming through. That grid point has been coming through quite strongly, and we have been doing, I guess, preparation work at that area energetically. Hey Leslie, for the last few activations that I've been doing, and this feels like it has been a stepping up of the energies and a clearing and a preparing for an activation of a crystalline diamond grid, which is placed underneath the grid, underneath the grids, the current grids of Australia is what I feel, and it's feeling like at the 21/12 it's going to be brought online, and this I will be doing a free activation for the 21/12. You can access that via a Facebook group. I'll put the link below after I've finished. So please join me for that. It would be good to have as many hands on deck as there can be for this energetic alignment. So this, and obviously if you've got other things on that date, that you're going to other events, you may access that event after and watch the replay. It still will be a potent activation, I feel. So this energy theme of gold has been coming in, and it feels like this is the Christ light, this is the Christed consciousness energy. This is coming in to help us once again lift up, open our hearts more deeply, and to raise the consciousness of the planet. I feel when this grid and under Australia is fully brought online, then this will support a grand shift to occur, and this will ripple out from Australia across. So whatever happens here, I feel around the 21st of December is going to impact the grids globally. So just to sort of to be reminded of that this is a very potent time right now, and that we are being asked to anchor very high vibration, and this is causing stuff to come up in our energy bodies, past life trauma, as we clear the vessels like more and more deeply, so the light can shine and we can hold as conduits. Of course, we are faced with our own limitations, insecurities, fears, and that is part of the awakening and the ascension process. So reminding ourselves to reach out to each other, to gather the tribes, and to hold firm, and not to get too caught in the narratives of the day in regards to what's happening on your MSN, for example. So I wanted to work with a few new pieces. Some of them are available. If you wish to contact me after this channeling, you might want to become a new custodian of them if you feel drawn to them. So firstly, I want to work with this elephant energy. This is a moss agate element, so very earthy, very and this is about harmony of self, but also harmony in the collective. We've been asked to not to buy into division, not to buy into hatred, not to buy into I'm right, you're wrong kind of narratives, and to come into unity in the collective field, so that we can support a shift upward. And of course, and amongst the anchoring of the unity grids and the unity light within each of our hearts, we have to bring up what is not unity. So this is perfect, that we are in this tumultuous phase of dismantling, unearthing, revealing, so that we can become clearer and more aligned and more unified within, and more unified with our higher consciousness, our God self, our multidimensional self. And even further afield now is accessible. Even further afield is accessible due to the advancement in the strength of our pillars and the ability to anchor further deeply and more groundedly into the earth. We are now being given access to a wider field of energy. So in that sense, we are being now connected with new energies that we haven't experienced before, or haven't known of as us before in some time. So this is going to potentially lead to changes in our 3D experience. So we may be reorganizing where we live, or what kind of work we do, or what kind of relationships we're drawn to or not drawn to. So this is perfectly placed at this time, the dissolving of of old boundaries, so that we can be more fluid. As the 3D matrix continues to unravel, then we are able to explore new territory that has been outside of our consciousness and our awareness, because it hasn't been there's been a frequency fence around it. So now, as this frequency fence drops, which I've been mentioning in the last couple of videos, we are able to go wider with our consciousness and access a deeper sense of source connection from further afield. And that is also going to allow us to bring in new energies from our galactic counterparts in other realms. So this is, as I said at the beginning of the year of the galactic citizen. Yes, so we're almost at the end of the year, and I feel like we have been through a massive preparation phase this year. Massive preparation phase, so that we can anchor in our galactic light, our galactic brothers and sisters, and the connection to them, so that we are the ones that we have been waiting for. We are the ground crew of our starseed lineages that we hold through our higher chakra, astral chakra connection. So this is the Shindig coming to a crescendo energetically now, as we move towards the 2112 and into January through to April. So this is the shift, the big shift that people have been waiting for, I feel, is energetically on its way. And this is going to cause potentially things to come up externally, but more than anything, we need to focus on our own light and our own manifestation and our own creational energies and our own inner harmony to balance ourselves in these tumultuous phases, but also to be of support and service to those that wish to reach out to us as anchor points at this time. Yeah. So firstly, let's work with this moss agate baby, and this is for the heart space. This is for the heart space. Yeah. So earthy energy, harmony for the heart. Gishbandur bindere bandar, bede barkande de bede shondorki kandarka, beshkeda ki ele, bede ki ennene ki, bashkandor ki andar, bede bi kandar, shabatatata, shedatatorududi. Shabadudure badarada. Shambarandadadaki. Shabadandaradadaki. Shabadandaradadaki. Badadadaki. 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 Kar, 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 kar. Just taking a breath. Taking a breath. Taking a drink of water. So as always, as we are anchoring and integrating higher light, we are asked to drink plenty of water, to bathe in the ocean baths, to really use water as a purifier to our energy, our light body, contaminating our energy field as we move through these deep ascension layers that are lifting off, bringing to us, I guess, personal reveals and planetary reveals. Yeah. So also another few pieces that I feel called to just let you know about, and maybe you can access them from your local area, or you can get from me. I've got these new golden healer towers, which feel very beautiful for working with your golden conduit, but also supportive of your own healing process. I've got a few of those. I've got some smoky citrine towers, again working with the golden frequency and also the shadow aspect, sort of integrating the two in your energy field. Both pieces are available in the store here. And also, for those that are wrestling with a little bit of PTSD or trauma that's coming up at this time, I've also got these zebra calcite palm stones. Just beautiful to have while you're meditating or holding space for others, because they help transmute and relieve the energy body of traumatic energy, whether it's yours or other people's that you're working with. So good for, I guess, healing spaces, healing offices as well. And also, next to your bed, if you feel like there's lots of night work going on and you're wanting a little bit of extra support in that area too. Yeah. So these are particularly useful, I guess, tools or crystals that you could work with. You can get from me, or you can access from other people, whatever you feel drawn to. I also would like to promote this oil that I've just purchased. I have some coming, so you can get from me. But also, again, you can access from Resonant Essences themselves in Sydney. This is called the Victory Oil. It's particularly for light workers, and it's just divine. So empowering, so clearing. So if you wish to access from me as part of your little Christmas goodie treat list, you can talk to me about that too. They should be arriving to me this week. So working with that energy now of that victory oil, yeah, bringing that into your energy field, clearing, amplifying, strengthening your resolve to be in your sovereignty, to be in your heart space. And I'm just working now with your throat chakra, And again, I'll work on with an elephant for harmony and peace and unity. So this is a soda light. I've only got one of these, and it's pretty amazing. So let's just work with that for the throat. Yes. So opening up the multifaceted throat chakra of the collective consciousness to the ultimate truth at this time. Shampati dandare de badari barki andara barki potondorkika. Shibata da barki andara kata da to yandaraka. Shere barki condor condori badada da. Shebeteki beki alaka. Alaka narka i. Ele i. Eske o eleki a eshka ele ishiku ishiku ele ke ala ka ele ki ushone ele ki ushono ko. So we have a choice at the moment. Where do we wish to place our attention? Do we place it on harmony and unity of our own consciousness, our own mind? Or do we caught and get derailed by the themes of the day, by the energies that are ruffling the feathers all over town? Yeah. And of course it's a dance. And there's no right and wrong, because every time we fall off our perch, we get another experience or another day to practice coming back into alignment and coming back into balance, reaching out, finding good connections, and again realigning into the 144 grids. Yeah. And when one of us is feeling like they're having an off day, another one is not, and so we are perpetually rebalancing, realigning, and helping one another to hold the light. So on the theme of gold as well, I also have a crazy lace agate dragon, a new one, which I feel wants to come and play at the 2112 workshop. You can think about if you want to take him home after that. You can message me. But this is the golden light, the golden dragon of Ascension, yeah? The golden dragon of Ascension. Just coming through with a message for us today. So they say, we are the golden dragons of Ascension, yes. We are the golden dragons of Ascension. And we say to you today that you are still in the deep preparation phase, my friends. You are still going through many, many portals and wormholes of energy up to your completion, actually, which will continue very strongly to the 21-1-22 moment. These portals are going to be very magnified and electrified. So this is not a moment of deshendikunuku, of moving forward, we would say. Of course, feel free to plan, to create, and to make your goal setting as you do every year at this time. But to let go of the doing for now. Let go of the doing. Many of you are tired, are feeling a little bit exhausted by the energies and the outplays of events in your earthly year. It is important at this season for you to take some time to be in personal retreat. In personal retreat, so that you can nourish and and be ready for the energies of 2022. Again, an accelerated year, again, an accelerated frequency, again, much to play out and unravel on your globe. So now is the time of inner nourishment. Now is the time of resting in alignment with good company. Whether it be your spirit team or whether it be the ground crew on the physical. We ask you to celebrate who you are, what you have accomplished this year, and dream big. Hold the light and dream big what you wish to see and create in your local world, but also within the collective consciousness as a whole. As we are continued to open the portals above the earth to the galactic realms, we are gifted much energy which is going to support the stability and the opening of new consciousness on the planet. This will lead to the emergence of new technologies, new ways of thinking, and new inventions to come through. This is just the beginning of the Aquarian age. This is just the beginning. You are just opening the door to that frequency. And we know within the truther, within the we would say the alternative media sources, that there is much concern of the advancement of technology and the betrayal of the human by the AI consciousness. And we would say that this is not a black and white issue. This is not a black and white issue, for there is both organic and inorganic acceleration happening on your planet. And it can work in harmony if the if the energies that invent and roll out these technologies are in their hearts and in their unity, consciousness, and grid alignment for the higher timeline for the new earth, then the technologies that are to unfold may be supportive of human advancement. And they may not go in a direction which is of the dark. And we would say that to those brothers and sisters very much from Atlantis. Yes, so those that hold those golden key codes from Atlantis, yes, you will be tested at this time to release the fear and step up into your power. To release the fear and step up into your power around the misuse of technology and misuse of your own power. You know, many of those souls hold fear in their solar plexus around stepping into the world and doing potentially the wrong thing, or creating something that ends up in disaster. We've been asked to move beyond these patterns of karmic repetition. We're asked to move on beyond those karmic repetitions and beliefs, and this is what is dissolving out of the 3D matrix. Yes, so as we are dissolving this grid system that is on planet and off planet in the surrounds of the in the surrounds of the atmosphere, yeah, we would say that not all technology is taking us down a dark path. We would say that there is a satellite system that is coming online. Some would know it as Starlink, yes. And we would say that this system, under the right hands and the right, I would not like to use the word control, but the right power sources, the right energies, then this can be very helpful at creating a whole new financial system, a whole new way of working with technologies, and also allowing a back to basics to occur at the same time. So as well as a technological advancement through invention, through satellite systems, through advanced technologies that are coming through, then we also have the going back to the land. We have the communities building, working on the land, bringing back new systems, connecting with the indigenous peoples of their local country, going back to the traditional practices of using the land for healing, working with the native plants, the animals, the oceans, We have been called as healers also to work with these waves of energy, these natural cycles of the earth, and the practices that will heal the soil, which will make it more fertile once again, which will restore waters to the dry places, and which will help the shift in the energy of the planet and the weathers. We must be aware that as a collective consciousness, the weather is also impacted by the vibration and what the thought patterns of the collective. Of course, yes, there are such technologies that may be used to create certain weather patterns. I'm not saying that is not true in certain areas only. But there is also a Shiva Arkianana, a way that we as a collective consciousness in full alignment with a higher self-consciousness, grounded of the earth, reaching for the stars, in unity and harmony, are able to sway and create weather, support the consciousness of the weather system. So this is partly what is coming forward, is in our service work, is to help balance all things. Yes, to help balance all things. We, the Golden Essential Dragons, say that this is going perfectly well. This is, well, if that is your experience, Phil, I say go for that. Deshe burkundo. But having didikone ka ishi, borki anana, we are being called now to some people may be called into active service, yes. Some people have other roles. So whatever you feel to do, please follow your heart and do that. Please follow your heart and do that. I know in Australia, for example, many are rising up. Many are moving to the streets in the search of truth, in the search of unbiased commentary, in the search for democracy and freedom. So if that's where you are called to place your energy and divinely guided to, of course. But we say that everything is on track, even though there is a tumultuous uprising of consciousness, both in different directions, opposing polarities and divisions and separations. We would say this is a necessary part of the opening and the owning of duality, so that you can move out of the polarized thinking that has been internalized from your own masculine, feminine, mother, father, earth God consciousness, becoming the balanced left right hemispheres of the brain and channels, the nadis around the central channel. As you know, I have been working constantly in the workshops to do the rebalancing of the two channels around the central channel over the last few years, and this again has supported us to come into more unity within, to more peace within our hearts, and more acceptance of ourselves and others. And this process will continue. But the Golden Ascension Dragons say that we are perfectly placed in everything that is unfolding, so to produce an uprising of energy for people to find their own personal, I don't like the word sovereignty because it's so well used right now, but it is the own personal empowerment, own personal truth, own personal freedom internally, which then will take, I guess, you can then take that out in whatever form, in whatever way it takes. So this energy for the crown chakra. Gishkandare bundere bariki barandare barigandare 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 gamadika shkandaki shanda de ki undur ki anna na ishka na ushko na ishke na aka arshna ika na arshka na ikede no osho no o eka na arke ishe na o ishka o So taking a breath. So I'm just also reminded to talk to you about your cranium, the back of your head, your cheekbones, and your jaw. There's a lot of shifting going on in this area. Don't be too concerned. You might want to investigate a good body worker or craniosacral person to help releasing the very deep fight-flight trauma that has been unwound out of the systems, out of the limbic brain. And this is part of the energetic advances, moving out of the reptilian brain, out of the fear response, and into a greater higher love concentration in the heart. So trusting that that any aches, pains, any ascension symptoms, if you will, are part of you clearing what is karmically required of you to clear at this time, so that you can move forward into more activated service work as things amplify into January and beyond. So taking a drink of water now. So thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your ongoing energy work and presence in the transmissions that I do and the healings that you have worked with me through the year. This has been a big year for many, and often pieces of the puzzle actually drop in for me during the client sessions and during the group sessions that sort of keep my work unfolding and keep me, I guess, walking along with picking up the breadcrumbs of where next in my own work and in my own spiritual advancement and opening and deepening my channel. So I'm grateful for you as a tribe, as a community, as we move into this next phase. Thank you for hanging in there this year. Thank you for all that you have done for if you're a healer or a counselor or just a really loving parent or husband or wife, or to community, to people. It has been a big year, and I know a lot of people are feeling it right now. A lot of people are feeling a little bit whacked. This is partly due to the accelerated energy. It's not just because of what's playing out externally. It's a double it's a double whammy. So again, if you feel to access any of the crystals that I worked with today, you can send me a private message, and I can then post them off to you quite easily. But I'm posting now both in Australia and overseas, so if people wish to access some of these crystals overseas, a lot of them I activate within the groups, and I can bless them for you if you want, and also work with them at the ocean here at Peregian Beach in the Sunshine Coast. So if you wish to connect with any of the pieces, please let me know. I've got some of the victory oil coming if you wish to access that from Resonate Essences. And also please sign up for the free 2112 activation next Tuesday evening. I'll just post the group link below. I just feel like it's important that as many people can tune into that event. It's 6 p.m. in Brisbane time next Tuesday. And I think it's important, the grid work that we'll be doing at that event, that as many light beings that can be online at that point, I would really love to share that energy and to amplify that experience as we work with the grid point at Uluru as part of that hour activation. Please again share that event. It's just a Facebook group that I'm sharing with people, and they can then access the live in that group next Tuesday night. I'll put the link below. It's already on my wall as well if you want to access it there, or tag people, or share it with people. So I really want to encourage you to invite new people to this event that might be open to light language and energy transfer and grid work. And wherever you are located in the world, please tag, share, and promote this free event so that we can gather in unity and harmony and with the Golden Ascension Dragons, and really bring in some really beautiful energies for the Earth and for our new transition at this time. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're wishing to connect with me before Christmas, I'm still working on this week and next week, and then I'll take a couple of weeks away. So if you wish to connect with me before I take a couple of weeks off for a one-on-one session, I'm doing 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and 1 hour. So if you're wanting to work with either light language activations, clearings, healings, or just a bit of guidance around your soul path, you can surely message me and we can work out a time. Yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in. Much love and blessings to you at this time of the earthly expansion and creation of a new way. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much love to you and your family this Christmas. Take care. Bye-bye.